Boom. This video is brought to you by me. I ain't got no sponsors. If you want to see me get sponsors, please like and subscribe. So, why did I start YouTube in my late 20s as a VTuber? I just realized that the title of this video kind of sounds like an isekai anime. So in this video, it'll be broken down into parts. Who am I? Why I started YouTube? My influences, content that I make, and the channel moving forward. My name is Tommy Nobaka, and Nobaka is short for is stupid, is a jerk, is dumb, and I took that from a scene in an anime called Pet Girl of Sakurazao, where the main character is oblivious to his crush's advances. And this is relatable to me because literally every girlfriend that I've ever had has called me stupid in some way, shape, or form. Of course, it's lovingly. And the reason for that is because even though I'm sociable, despite being an introvert, I have a hard time understanding social cues even to this day. So yeah, I'm just stupid. My ethnic heritage, I'm Cambodian, so I make many references to like Cambodian culture, Southeast Asian culture just in general. I'm also in my late 20s. Wait, why are most streamers and VTubers in their late 20s? So the model you see on screen is actually my second model, and it's a model that's created by VRoid Studio, which is a 3D model made to look like a 2D model. My first model was a cat boy, but that was very basic. Literally everyone who starts out VTubing uses either a cat or fox model. And so I thought to myself, how can I be a little bit different? How can I catch people's eye? Horns would be cool, but horns are a little saturated. That's something that people use a lot. And I was brainstorming ideas and I'm like, aha, deer antlers. Deer antlers are sick. Naturally, with VTubers, coming up with lore is important because it's how people get invested into your character. And so thinking about antlers and me being into history and culture, I thought to myself, whoa, deer antlers remind me of paganism. When I say paganism, I'm not talking about this Christian derogatory term to describe like magic, evil demon worshippers. When I say paganism, I'm referring simply to old world religions that predate monotheistic faiths, such as the Abrahamic religions, Buddhism, etc. And in these old world religions, they use a lot of imagery from nature. And deers are just sick, dude. They're so peaceful. They just walk around and they're like super majestic. All right, you guys seen the deer in Nara? Exactly. So like in these old world religions, you'll find these gods who have archetypes. So pulling from Carl Jung's archetypes, a lot of the old world gods have these different archetypes. And one of those archetypes is the trickster archetype. So tricksters are known for their wit, wisdom, humor, but also playfulness. And this is something that I have in real life. So I tied that together and I came up with the lore. I'm like, okay, I am Tommy Nobaka and I am a trickster lesser god from the old world. Boom, there we go. Got it. That's sick. So in these old world religions, you'll have gods that are either twins or they're brothers and sisters. And because I do a female voice impression, I was like, yo, I can have a female and male counterpart in the form of twins. So, and when I do female voice impressions, I have a separate character model for that. So we're gonna switch over to her now.
Oh hey, what's up? So this is the voice that I use when I do female voice impressions. So I know this voice impression is a little bit deep and I am looking for feedback, so you're gonna have to like and subscribe to my other channel where I use this voice and this character model more often. Also, if it looks like my character model's eyes are closed, it's because I'm doing the head tilt method that I learned from Mata's female voice tutorial. So mechanically, how this works is every time I switch to this character in old world religion, since there's male and female counterparts or twin gods, it fits with my lore. So there's a male and female counterpart for when I switch between this character model. Alright, testing, 1, 2, 3. Just to prove to you guys that this is not a voice changer, I'm gonna go up and down. Wait, not like that. When I go down, I sound like this. 1, 2, 3. And then I go back up and I sound like this. Hello, nice to meet you.
Switching back. Alright, so why the heck did I start YouTube? Alright, so my YouTube journey started way back in 2009 when I was in middle school. Yes, I know, I am old. During this time, I didn't have the best home situation, and even though I had siblings growing up, we didn't really share our thoughts with each other or experiences. And so when I watched YouTube, I was looking at all these people making videos in front of their webcams, like talking about the most mundane things in their lives. And I always wanted to share my experiences with people. And so that inspired me to do YouTube way back then. But lo and behold, I'm freaking poor. So even though we had just enough money to pay the internet bill every month and a computer, couldn't afford a webcam or recording software. And so I had to put that YouTube dream to rest. And so circling back, the whole reason why I wanted to do YouTube was because I just wanted to share my thoughts. Literally, that's the only reason why I started YouTube. All I do is like I literally just go to work and then come back home and I play games. And I don't really have anyone to share my thoughts with, so YouTube is just an avenue for me to express my thoughts and my feelings. I know it's like a really simple thing, but yeah, that's the whole reason why I started YouTube. And let's be real, why not become a cool ass anime character? Exactly, right? Anybody wants to become a cool ass anime character. And also, when I do the female voice impression, like
why not just become a MILF? You know, do you know what I mean?
So literally, reality is what you make it, right? So that's the whole reason why I became a VTuber. I used to watch this prank channel called Onage Pranks, and he used to do prank calls. I don't know if you guys remember this channel, but it was so legendary. My favorite video was the Asian restaurant prank call. So that channel was kind of what inspired me to do some voice impression work. I had been watching a YouTuber called Youtubable, and he used to do Omegle prank videos. And one of his videos is where he did a girl voice impression, and that video lived rent-free in my head for years because I was like, how the hell was he able to do that? Also in school, while we did popcorn reading, people would constantly pick me, and I used to hate it because I thought I was being bullied until I asked people, yo, why the hell are you guys picking me to read? And they were all like, bro, you got such a soothing voice, we just want to hear you read. So I was like, all right, what the I guess. And so I kind of just like fell into this voice impression, like voice work kind of thing. And my other influences for video editing is Pong Sifu. If you know anything about Pong Sifu, he is a god at video editing. And so my videos are kind of modeled after that, even though I am nowhere near his talent level. That's one of my influences for video editing. As far as like the VTubing thing go, I wasn't really too familiar with VTubing. The first time I heard about a VTuber was probably like 2017. It was actually a video or a news article. The title was something like "E-Girls Mad at AI" or something like that. And it turned out to be a video or an article on Project Melody. Yes, that Project Melody. But during 2020, pretty much like everyone else, I didn't have anything to do. I spent a lot of time thinking. I was in a bad relationship and we were watching A Silent Voice. Dude, that freaking movie hit me because it was so relatable. I realized so many things about myself, especially like towards the end of the movie where the main character starts to see people for who they are and they don't have like the X's on their eyes. That was kind of like what I was doing. And so watching a silent voice rekindled my interest in anime. Genshin Impact came out at the same time, and everyone was calling it a Breath of the Wild clone. And so I was like, what the hell is this game? What is it about? And I found out that it was free. So I decided to give it a shot. And oh my god, was it the worst decision that I've ever made in my life, because now I have multiple Genshin Impact tattoos. I'm typing on a Genshin Impact themed keyboard right now. It's a Hu Tao themed keyboard. So yeah, I hopped into the Genshin rabbit hole. I mean, hell, look at my background right now. This is the Inazuma background, the Grand Narukami Shrine. Needless to say, while playing Genshin, it also rekindled my interest in gaming, just because I fell in love with the music, the exploration, the lore, and the characters. The only games that I had played before 2020 was like Red Dead Redemption 2 and Assassin's Creed Origins. And so I kind of hopped back into old hobbies and interests that I used to have when I was a kid. With anime and Genshin Impact kind of pulling me deeper into this aesthetic, I began getting more interested in VTubing. Just because I thought it was interesting, like, okay, it's a virtual model, but you're still yourself, ? And I began doing research on how people made their VTube models and the mechanics behind all of these creations. And so I familiarize myself with my illustration skills and video editing, and so I kind of just like fell into this VTubing hole, I guess. So moving on to content that I'll be making, my content is gonna revolve around two main types of videos. So reaction videos. No way. Your lips are as beautiful as the Milky Way galaxy.
Imagine the last thing you see while you die is this.
And gameplay videos. What the hell? Was she praised? Like, turns into a vacuum? Her resonance is just a Dyson. This shit look dangerous as fuck. Are you sure we could get in here? So the reactions I'll be doing is mostly going to be related to Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, video game / anime music, or things that I'm interested in, like cars or like whatever catches my eye. The voice impression stuff is going to be on a separate channel, so hop over to that channel to see voice trolling in VR chat and Roblox.
She's cool. She's cool.
She's cool, I guess so.
Maybe I can be a French streamer in America. People are gonna love me because I'm gonna insult people.
Maybe.
Oh, putain de merde.
Because the voice trolling videos take a lot of time to produce, that channel won't have as much videos as this clips channel. This clips channel is going to be a little bit more frequent. I don't stream right now, but if I get enough interest, maybe I'll start doing some research on how I could stream. I do all of this myself. So what you see before you, I literally do everything myself. So editing, I do myself. I created this character by myself. I illustrated it myself. Came up with the lore by myself. I come up with all my video ideas by myself. I record by myself. It's a lot of work. I do all of this by myself. And if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much. You are a real one. Did you subscribe yet? Did you? You probably should. You're missing out on some funny, hilarious stuff. So, in conclusion, my name is Tommy Nobaka. I'm a late 20-something-year-old who had an existential crisis, and now I'm pursuing YouTube because I'm bored. My character, I'm a lesser trickster god from the old world in the form of a deer. I have a male and a female counterpart. Female counterpart is for when I do female voice impressions. If you want to see this channel grow from being jank to professional, please support. I need your guys' help to bring this channel into the stratosphere. At this point, I'm just some dude with a weird hobby, and without your help, I cannot be anywhere near successful as I could be. So with your help, maybe I can do this full time. Maybe I can do this as a career, and I can get people to help out on the channel because I literally do everything myself. I do the editing myself. I do the script writing myself. I created this character model myself. I came up with the lore myself. So with your guys' support, I'll be able to hire people that actually know what they're doing, and so my videos will be less jank. With that being said, it's nice to meet everyone. Hopefully you liked and subscribed. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thank you so much.